Warning, the following video contains strong language which may be offensive to some viewers and or inappropriate for children. The content within this video is intended for mature audiences only.
Welcome to Everything Yet Nothin. Here's a hillbilly in eyeshadow who's looking fabulous and talking about anything yet something. Get ready to chew on a blade of sweet grass and talk about a variety of LGBTQ topics to the lifestyle of a gay hillbilly. Watch out, folks. These hills don't just got eyes. They got themselves a vodcast. Now, here's T-Roy.
Hello, 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 and welcome. Tonight we have a wonderful guest on, and he is from L.A., honey. L.A. He is a movie star, he is a director, he is a writer, and he is also a comedian. And oh my God, he cracks my shit up. Like, oh my God, my shit has never laughed so hard.
My shit hasn't laughed so hard.
My shit hasn't laughed so hard in forever.
Oh.
But you watch it Smothered. It is a wonderful, wonderful show. What else?
It's hilarious, guys.
And you gotta like check it out. It's on YouTube and
It's on YouTube and Amazon.
okay. So
But hold on. There's so much more. He's got
so
a
much
stand-up
more.
pack. He's got a book. But we're going to get into all of that. His
Yes.
name's Jason Stuart, guys.
And we will be pulling him out in just a second. So it
How's
has
your
been
weekend?
it's been so hot outside. We went to the lake, once in a week?
No, we haven't been to the lake at all.
Oh my God. Horrible.
It's
Just
all your
horrible.
fault.
Oh no. I know.
I haven't been to the lake in over a week, y'all. So we have a problem there. My tan that I was starting to get is going away.
Hi, Chanel. Hi, Crystal. And
Hi, everybody, for joining us. How is everyone
you
doing
can check out
tonight?
Smothered on smotheredtv.com for all platforms. So if you want to check out everything, then you got to check that out because it is just so wonderful. And he does really awesome work. I mean, really awesome work. If you want to laugh your butt off, completely watch him. If you want to just watch a really good actor, watch a really good comedian, definitely look him up because he is awesome, fabulous. Jason Stuart. And my week has been long. And so you got to definitely stay tuned because September 24th, I will be performing my first song completely, like with a 7-man band. And that is going to be at the Branson Star Theater on 76 behind Olive Garden and IHOP.
And the band is going to be Nashville Roadhouse Live.
And Nashville Roadhouse Live is going to be the band that is going to be my band for that night. And I will be performing Purple Rain. And I cannot wait. I'm so, so excited. And then you got to come and check it out because it's awesome. You can call Branson Star Theater for more information and tickets and all that good stuff. And if you know me, let's talk. So, do you want anything else?
No.
How was your week?
My week was the same as it ever is.
Really?
I just worked until
Oh. Well, that's a wonderful week. I mean,
it is. I got some sleep.
every day.
Yeah, about 4 or 5 hours every day.
I talk to myself all the time. I'm like, hey, babe, I love you. He's over there like,
Oh, whatever.
oh, I love it when you say I love you in snore language. So, with no further ado, I am going to now pull out our wonderful guest, and we are going to learn all kinds of different stuff about him.
I think
And yeah, probably. So here is Jason Stuart.
You didn't add him.
Well, it ain't working.
There you are.
There you are,
Hey.
Jason.
Hey guys, are
How
you
are
guys
you?
okay? You seem drunk.
Oh,
Not
not yet.
Oh, so this is you not drunk.
Yeah.
Yes.
So just mumbling and going off and everything. It's just per usual.
Exactly. Everything yet nothing, honey.
Okay, well I'm scared. Go ahead.
Yeah, you
And then
didn't tell you what you signed up for.
Yeah.
Kevin just left. I just got here and Kevin just left. This is
Yeah.
wonderful.
He does that all the time.
Oh.
He's like behind the scenes kind of man. He don't like to be in the spotlight.
Oh, okay.
So, tell us about yourself. When did you start
Acting, performing?
acting, performing?
Well, I started acting when I was a baby boy, 8 or 9 years old. I started doing school plays. I did a play in my temple. I played a slave. I ripped up one of my mother's sheets, and she's still been mad at me. She's still angry. She did not want to upset a Jewish woman.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Why did he ruin that sheet? It cost me at least $1.99 at Brits.
I love it.
My mom is 84 now and still shops at Forever 71.
Oh, wow.
I just caught that for everybody. So yeah, Jason, I am the supposed to be behind the scenes guy. When
Oh,
we
okay.
started this whole podcast.
Is that why you changed your hairstyle 4 times just before we started the show? Up and down and up and down. If you're behind the scene, it's not about you. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
So yeah, I was behind the scenes guy, and then we did one show together. I don't remember, a Christmas show or something like that.
All right, back to me. What's the question?
Oh, we have so many questions for you.
So many questions. So when did you start being a comedian?
I started being a comedian when I was in my early 20s, when I couldn't get a job anywhere acting in anything because I was gay, basically. They would say things in the 80s like, you're light in your loafers, or you have to wait till you get older, or maybe you should think about being an agent, or, you know, there really isn't stuff for you. You're a character actor, and you're, you know, and I remember, it's so funny because I remember going to the open call for The Outsiders, which is a film that Francis Ford Coppola did with Rob Lowe and Patrick Swayze and Matt Dillon and, you know, all these kids. And I could not believe they did not chose me. And I was so cute. I had my hair parted down the middle and it was layered. And I wore a vest and a collarless shirt and jeans and cowboy boots. And I thought that I was just like everybody else. I had no idea that people could tell that I was gay, and I didn't have this voice, and I didn't have this, you know, I talked much higher, and I was just really scared, you know. I was afraid of everybody, and I didn't realize it. And I always think about those times. I thought, God, I wish there would have been a place for me. And if that film was made now, and I was that age, hopefully people would have, you know, the kids today, whoever they are, whether they're, you know, wearing makeup like you, or having long hair like Kevin, or doing whatever you want to do. And, you know, they would also be included in films, and it wouldn't be just one kind of personal.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember the first time that I actually saw a gay couple in a commercial. It was sad to say, but only a few years ago. And we were like, babe, look. It was so close that we actually had TiVo. So, you know, we were around it. And I was like, that's a gay couple.
I know sometimes you're watching, are those two men? Are they together? You know,
right? Exactly.
Right. Yeah.
Are those two women? Are they just, you know, they just Midwestern housewives, or they're lesbians? I can't tell.
Yeah. And nowadays, if they've got a gay couple or a lesbian couple, and almost
those lesbians, or maybe that's just an unfortunate haircut.
Right. Oh, she went to that one barber.
She must be. If she's not a lesbian, she's a Karen. I learned today that Karens have specific haircuts, the little 80s bob kind of thing. I don't know. Some straight guy told me about it.
Kevin, that's made up.
I was like, I met some Karens with all kinds of different hair, but
it's a thing. It's not a real. It's not a real. Not all those women are named Karen. It's a thing. It's not real.
Right? I'm like,
well,
Karen, what are you talking about? Like earlier, I was like, why did you say a Karen? Like that? What? And so he had to explain Karen to me.
It's okay. It's okay. You should get the World Book Encyclopedia. That will help.
Well, now there's Urban Dictionary.
Yeah.
Or there's the internet. You can just you can write it. It's a thing called Google. You just type
Oh, I
something in.
hate that bitch. I mean, I
that's my
love
best
her
friend.
so much.
Google's not a person again.
Well, I fuck with him all the time. I'm like, yeah, that's your fling, isn't it? Fucking Google.
Oh God.
And it is.
She is.
Because I
It
know
is.
everything now since Google
There.
became a thing.
It is.
Well, you guys are an adorable couple, and you're so lucky to have each other.
Oh, thank you very
He's
much. I
very
appreciate
lucky.
that.
I'm
He
that
is
guy
very
that lives
lucky.
at the end of the block next door to his 84-year-old mother. That's me. That's who I've become. People walk by my house and they say things like, "Oh my God, that's Jason Stewart. He lives there. He's a spinster. No one ever found him. He's alone."
Aw.
Oh yeah, kids throw their balls on my grass and I keep it. And if they're over 21, they can stay.
Yeah, I was gonna make a ball joke, but you got me first, so.
I love it. So we have an audience, and we have.
Anybody wants to ask me a question, that's fine. But let's talk about Smother. You guys said you watched the whole show, you loved it. How did you find the show first?
Well, Mitch told us about it.
Yeah, I got hooked up with Mitch, and then Mitch told us about it, and
Mitch Harris, my partner on the show, not in real life, where we co-created, we co-wrote, we co-produced, and
Yes.
we co-star in a series called Smothered. It's about these two guys who've been in a 30-year relationship who hate each other but can't afford to get divorced. You can watch that on smotheredtv.com. We have it on several different platforms. It's on Reverie, it's on Amazon, it's on YouTube, it's on Apple TV, it's on Schluglock and Bushcock and Gachakak and Zeus.
I love those ones. I mean, awesome.
Yes, it's on Google too. Yeah.
Yes.
Too cool.
Yes, you can.
And we've been nominated for a number of awards. We were very close to getting an Emmy nomination. We were on the list for being nominated for Best Actor in a short form series. And there were 11 people on the list and 5 got in, and we weren't the 5. The 5 were John Travolta, J.D. Smoove, Kevin Hart, a guy who used to be on 30 Rock, and a guy who writes and performs sketches on Seth Meyers. So we were really cut out by some really big people that were attached to really big studios, and we're just the little gay train that could. So
I love it.
Yeah, but even just to be in with those people, that is something.
Oh, this Chanel just asked me a question. Jason, what's your dream role? Well, it's funny you say that. First of all, I want to be in a film where I can be in a lot. I don't want to just come. One day is always so. It's like going to someone's house for dinner and just being a guest, sitting at the card table, and then when you finally get comfortable with everybody, you have to leave.
Right.
So I'd like a nice supporting role in the next Spike Lee film, or the next, I don't know, Thomas McCarthy film, or, God, so many wonderful directors, Scorsese that I want to work with, and Jane Champion, and there's just so many new people that have done films that I would love. The director of a film that I just loved this year was Judas and the Black Messiah. I love that film. I actually saw it twice. And he's a first-time director, loved him. There's so many filmmakers that I want to work with. And I'd love to work with Sean Baker again. I did Tangerine with him. He's got Red Rocket coming out now that just went to Cannes. So I want to work with the auteurs. That's what I really want to do. Whether it's, it'd be nice just to be, I like being in a couple scenes, so I have more.
Absolutely.
Which I have done a number of times. So that's what I always long to do. So you can work for a couple months on a film.
Right.
Or at least a month or a couple weeks.
Yeah. Yeah, I totally understand that. I would be the same way. Like,
hey, Cal. Cal just said, hi, guys.
Hi, Cal.
Hey, Cal. Yeah, Chanel also said that her 10-year-old talks nicer to Google than his own mother.
See, he does too.
Oh, well. Honey, Chanel, I'm so uncomfortable for you. I don't know what to say.
Oh, and then Teresa said it's 105 here. Guys, we are complaining about the heat here in Missouri. We've got the humidity too.
Yeah.
And
I'm in air conditioning, so I'm pretending it's not happening.
Are you on that island?
I know. I'm in Palm Springs. I'm not on an island.
Ooh, Palm Springs.
I'm in Palm Springs. I live here now, and I have a little small place that I stayed in LA when I work.
Yeah. Oh, awesome.
I've never been to California. I've never seen the ocean. One of these
either.
days I will.
It's okay. It's on TV.
Right?
I know. I love
can't
it.
feel it on TV.
I know,
joke
but
about it all the time.
I'm a Jew, and we don't go in the water. We don't want to mess our hair. You know?
Right?
Well, honey, I don't think you'll have anything to worry about.
He talks about your hair all the time. He's like, oh my God, he's so cute. Like the blue eyes and baldness.
Who says that?
He
So,
does.
I
does.
have a thing for bald guys with beards, and then of course blue eyes. So like,
Really?
I'm the one that picked the picture for the ad. I was like, "Ooh, babe, this one, he's so hot."
Is T. Roy is going to be jealous? I mean, I don't want to. I don't want him to. I don't want him to
We've
shut
always
the.
said,
No, honey, I'm not
You're gonna-
jealous. I
you're
like
gonna-
you too.
Oh, great! Oh my God! So I'm going to be passed around like an old whore. Great.
Oh,
we've
you
always
would love
said
it.
the best thing about being gay is you can check out guys together.
Oh,
You don't have that whole that
'Cause
jealousy of like, why are you looking at that bitch?
It's
like,
my fantasy for being single this long, waiting to fall in love, and then having a couple want me. Only, just like an hors d'oeuvre. That's my fantasy.
Yes. Oh, honey, you can hors d'oeuvre us anytime you want to hors d'oeuvre. It's all good.
Oh, it's getting deep in here. I haven't got my boots, y'all. As a matter of fact, that's the beauty of having a home studio on a podcast on the internet.
Oh, you're at home? God, I thought you were in this fabulous gay bar.
Oh, I am. We are.
Yeah, it's our
I'm
own
in my
bar.
home office.
Nice.
Those are all pictures of me from different things in my career. I don't have it anywhere except in the office. People always say, "What have you done?" And they never see anything in the house. But then when they walk in the office, it's way too much.
Oh. They're like, "Oh, I
Whoa.
got you. Here's your trophy room."
Wow.
Huh? But you do a lot. You have a book.
I have a book that came out last year. It's called "Shut Up, I'm Talking." And this book was supposed to be called "I'm Not Barbara Streisand" because being a Jew, of course,
Oh
she
my
is,
God.
she is the Lady Gaga of our people. And the publisher said, no, there's no way that we can use that name. She's going to have a book come out, in a year. She's going to sue you. I said, oh, great. Well, great publicity.
Right.
Yeah.
That's not the publicity we want. No. So I called my mom. I said, Ma, what are we going to do? I got to change the name. I don't know what. She says, wait a second. I said, Ma, come on, tell me what's a good name. Shut up, I'm talking. I went, oh, that's it.
I love
That
it.
is perfect. Oh my gosh!
It's about my life. It's an autobiography. It's coming out in Hollywood and making it to the middle. It's what it's like to be openly gay in the workplace. And we talk about my dad, some serious thing. My dad was a Holocaust survivor. My parents got married very young. And I talk about that a lot. I talk about forgiveness. I talk about getting fired because I'm gay. I talk about funny stories about, so many funny stories. Shelley Winters changed my name. We talk about also all these big stars that I work with, everyone from Faye Dunaway to Keanu Reeves, Laurie Metcalf, Alexandra Paul, who's my best buddy, John Voight, Damon Wayans. I have to read because I can't remember. Angelina Jolie, George Clooney. I mean, all the people I've worked with. George Lopez, Terry Crews. I've worked with thousands of people. I've been in over 155 now film and TV shows.
Wow. That's awesome. That's really awesome.
I love that how you said making it to the middle. Kind of like Kathy Griffin said, her show was on My Life on the D List.
Very similar in that sense. When I did, it was the name of my TV special that was released by Here TV and also on Aristocal Home Video and on Netflix in the probably the late 2008s, 9s, 10s. It was on Netflix, and it's about being in the middle of my life, with the middle of the country, and middle of my career. And now I'm almost dead, so it doesn't really matter.
Oh, I like that. Me too, hon. Me too.
Oh, honey, you're not almost dead.
Oh, Damien is here. Thank you, Damien, because if you hadn't have told us, we wouldn't have known.
Hi, Damien. That's my brother.
Oh, my best friend, one of my best friends, Ernest Rhodes is here. He said, that's because
Yes.
all fat girls stick together. What is he talking about? AKA Shelley. Oh, Shelley Winters. Yes. Am I a fat girl? You angry bitch.
Was that what he's?
You-
That's how I took it. Is what he's saying
Did he just call me a fat girl? I texted him. I said, hey,
on my podcast.
Ernie is so great. He's funnier than I am. He writes better than I am. He's richer than I am. He's better looking than I am. He's everything better than me. And he's a big macha in his career. He works for the state of Seattle. He's in charge of something. I don't know what it is, but if somebody needs a chair, they call him.
I love it. That's a big deal. I'm just saying.
He's a designer and he's very creative and he's a great guy. We've been friends for over 20 years. I've had all the same friends. Alexandra Paul is my best gal. She's like my sister from Baywatch. We've been better. Oh, he said hung better. That's
hung
not
better
true.
too.
That's not true. I've seen you at the resorts. Anyway, she and I have been friends since the 80s, since we were kids. We were in a group called Young Artists United, and that was about learning how to be political, learn about the world, and also help other people out at the same time. So be educated and learn. We met in our 20s.
Oh, awesome. That's nice. That's awesome. So yeah, Damon Costello's my brother from another mother. He's also my director for my other show, and he is just awesome. He's been in movies too, and he's been
wonderful.
And so yeah, that's why he's on here, because I told him about you. I'm like, oh, you gotta watch it. You gotta watch it.
Well, we'd love to hear what everybody thinks of the series.
So I got to talk about the series because I didn't get to. I completely watched it. Like I said, just boom, 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 boom. I could not stop watching Smothered. It was so freaking
great. It's easy to watch. It's 7 5-minute episodes. You can watch it in around 30, 35 minutes, and you'll laugh your ass off.
But I didn't want it to end. So,
well, we're actually, we haven't talked about it much, but we're at the tail end of finishing writing the next 7. And it's gotten a little crazier. So, and now there's going to be 22 different actors in it this time rather than just 8. We now we get out of prison, we go to live in the LGBT center, and our mothers come in. It's pretty crazy. We have some.
I love it. I can't wait.
We have some kids in it, like a girl named a transgender gal named No. We have her buddy Cha. We have a guy that's on the streets. It's a little crazy. We have a lot of therapists. We have a really no nonsense woman who runs the center, Kat Kennedy, and we've gotten some interesting people already interested in being in it. So it's all a secret until we know. Carol Ida White is coming back as a social worker.
Cool.
And if people remember, she played Rosie on Laverne and Shirley years ago.
Yes. Oh my God, yeah. I love.
Oh, I can't wait.
Oh, Damien wants to take part of it. Well, I haven't seen what he really looks like, so his picture's so tiny. Ernie just said it's 97 degrees in Seattle. He says, ever with the heat, God, who wants to talk about the heat? He says it's 97 degrees in Seattle. He thinks his dog is dead. No, not Minerva. Oh no, that's your aunt. I get the names mixed up.
I love it.
Oh, it's
83 in North Carolina. If we keep talking about the weather, people are just going to hang up.
I know, right? They'll be like, oh,
right,
here,
guys,
if you want to watch the weather, just watch this show.
We'll just pull up the weather channel real quick.
Yeah. Today.
Anybody ask me about any show I've done, what it's like to be gay in the workplace, anything you want?
I want to know about Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Well, I had a very small role on that. I played an auctioneer when they at Patty's Pub when they were trying to sell all their stuff, and I got to work with Danny DeVito, a lot of the guys, and it was really a lot of fun. What's really interesting is I met Danny DeVito when I was a kid, when I was 16 or 17, because my best friend at that time, Joey Santos, his father was Joe Santos, who played Dennis Becker on Rockford Files. So this really big house in the Hollywood Hills, and I actually saw Danny all the time, and he was living in the maid's room of the house. And Rhea, his wife, Rhea Perlman, came in one day. I'll never forget it. She says, God, I'm getting out of this town. It's terrible. I can't get a job. Nothing's going to happen. I'm going back to New York. And, a year later, she got Cheers, won Emmys, and her whole life changed. And our careers have gone parallel.
Yeah.
So you have to tell me about Rob. I can never say his last name. Mac. I don't know what Sunny you could work with him.
Rob Mack?
Rob McClanahan, or however you say it, is the one who played Mac.
McClanahan.
On Always Sunny in Philadelphia. I can never think of
Oh,
it.
they were all very nice. It was the first time I was on a set where everybody was on their phone. Everybody was on their It was around 10 years ago, and that's the first time I'd never been. I thought, my God, what are they? Jesus Christ, get off the phone. Is anybody okay? You know, just weird. So I talked to the gal more than anybody, and Danny started entertaining all the extras. He just took a brush out and started singing. It was hysterical.
Oh, that sounds like it'd be so fun.
Oh my God, it was. It's always fun when you work with talented people. I know that episode. It's fantastic. Damien, I love it when people suck up to me. Even if it's not lie to me.
Really?
So it's Minerva couldn't lick her ass that I know of.
Oh, well, that's very specific.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Minerva couldn't lick her
I looked
ass.
at the dog and thought, man, I wish I could do that.
Ernie will just repeat anything. He's just... Well, there's the film that I'm probably the most proud of is The Birth of a Nation, the 2016 version of the film that was directed, produced, starring, written by Nate Parker, who played Nat Turner, who's a black abolitionist, and I played a white heterosexual Christian plantation owner in 1831. Shut up! It's called acting.
I was about to say, was that a hard part to play? Because that is a real big.
Not really, honestly, not really. I raised myself to be a character actor. It's hard times in small farmers like you and myself. Breaking even's hard enough and getting ahead's impossible. Now to save some, I cut them back to a meal a day per head. So if you want to see this movie, you can go on Amazon. You can see the whole film. It's one of the best films I've ever done, and it's really an incredible historical drama. It has a little bit of a love story, and it's sad and sweet.
And what was it called again?
It's called The Birth of a Nation.
The Birth of a Nation. Ooh, I've seen previews for that.
2016 it came out, yeah. And I got it by my agent in New Orleans.
Cool.
Ooh, you said it right.
No,
Of course I did.
So where'd you grow up? If you don't mind my asking.
Pardon me?
Huh?
I grew up in Los Angeles, the Hollywood area. You know, I am a nice Jewish boy. I moved out there when I was almost a year old, and I remember seeing Once Upon a Time in America, the Quentin Tarantino film, and I remember thinking to myself, God, why am I not working with him? But anyway, when I saw the film, it was so incredibly excellent, recapturing the 70s, the 60s and 70s. And I thought to myself, my God, whatever I thought was in Los Angeles is now gone. And that's one of the reasons I left LA, because I wanted to have a slower, easier life. It just got so busy and crazy there. Yeah. And I'd broken up with my Italian boyfriend who could barely speak English, which is perfect for me because I like to do most of the talking. And he was a new gay. He was a brand new gay. He was like in a box, like a Star Wars figure. No one had touched him or messed him up yet. And when I had done a film, I guess it was right when we broke up, and I had to gain a little weight for it. Well, I didn't gain weight. They said I could eat whatever I want. They wanted me puffy, and so I gained a little weight, and then I lost the weight. And he called me. He says, "Don't get too skinny. I like you the way you are." I said, "Honey, I'm going to marry you before the Republicans have you deported."
I love that. Ooh, but that's good and bad to have a fresh new gay, because you get to break them in, teach them what you like, but then, eventually it's not going to work out because they're going to want to experiment. So, well,
honey, at this point, I'm willing to share a boyfriend with someone else. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. You can have them. I'll take them Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, or if there's an event.
Yes, you gotta keep them for the events. That way you have a.
I need a date. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Ernie says, "Break it in." He wants to be on the
break
show.
it in, baby.
We've joked about like advancements in my career. I stopped once upon a time, but I was like, yeah, we'll just get a boyfriend, and then I can go back up to doing what I was doing, and then I can move on higher, blah blah blah, because I can just put everything into my career, and then you have someone at home with you. He was like, yeah, that'd go over real well. I don't think so.
What's your career, Kevin? What's your career? I thought you were.
I did management, restaurant management.
Oh, okay. Well, I like to eat, so.
Me too. The dream is actually to have a food truck one day and just travel America with an RV and a food truck. And...
God, you know something? I'd rather be dead. But that sounds wonderful for you. That's all I have to do is live in a food truck. I'd be 300 pounds by Thursday.
Well, no, we're gonna live in the RV. He's gonna drive the RV. I'll drive the food truck. We'll just.
Oh, that sounds fun. Yeah. Constantly.
Because you're right. If I had to
You
live
might
in a
as well
food
not
truck,
even be together. You might as well just be driving.
right?
And you're driving along singing, an hour goes by, and you go, "Where's the truck?"
We've done that before. We would like split up on accident, go in different directions. If we worked in Branson and lived in a different town, way off in BFE, a little country town, and so we had the same car. We'd meet up at my job, and then we would drive back. But I would go one way, or he'd go one way, and I'd go one way. So, and then we ended up meeting at home. We're like, "Where'd you go?"
Ernest said you have to wash your hands, Jason.
He was referring to something else by going through a bin. He has a whole bit that he wrote down. He's already written a chapter for his book.
Cool.
And then Keystone State Paranormal Society. He's fucking awesome. Well, so are you, baby. But you don't have a face or a head, and I have to date a guy that has a head. All my guys have heads.
Of course.
Well, they have to have heads, at least two.
T. Roy, your guest is amazing. Oh, there goes my self-esteem. It just went up a little.
He is absolutely. I told you he's absolutely wonderful.
Everybody, please feel free to ask questions. Tacky Tina, love head. Well, thank you, Tina. You know,
That's my
please.
girl. She's awesome. Fabulous.
Yes, Tina, she loves all the heads.
Oh, that's great. I'm glad Tina has a head. That would be awful if she didn't.
I know, right?
She has many heads.
So not
I also
only
have a stand-up. I have a stand-up comedy CD coming out, and it's
cool.
it's I'm sorry, not coming out. It's already come out. It's called "I'm the Daddy and I Have Candy."
That's where I was just about to go to.
Yes, it is, and you can go to you can go to my website jasonstuart.com, Stuart, and you can get it there. You can also get the book there, or you can also send me an email on the contact page through my company, Modern Artists, and I'll actually sign it if you want it signed, and we'll work out how you'll pay for it and send it to you. I answer all my own mail, all my own email and social media. My website has all my social media on it, so you can go to that. Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Facebook fan page, everything. Oh, look at Damien, jasonstuart.com. Thank you. I love it too. Me too, Tina. Ernie wants to give someone head too. Great. I'm so excited to have, I have wig heads full of wigs. Well, that's great. I just read your Wikipedia page. Wow, you've truly done a lot of, well, thank you. Oh, Chanel is an actual woman, not a drag queen. Okay, I don't know.
And she sells rocks, and she has all kinds of rocks.
Big hard rocks.
She
sells rocks.
Yeah, like all kinds of just gemstones and crystals and stones. And
I thought she just went to the beach, collected rocks in a little pail, and then sells them. And I'm thinking, what the fuck goes on? And
she has cock rocks.
Yeah.
She has some rocks.
Nice cock rocks.
Like black obsidian that have these different people on each side of the cock, like kind of worship. It's great. She has vulva rocks. She has all kinds of rocks.
This
so
show is
now
really
with the rock cocks.
He says, this show is really gay today. Well, we're three gay people. What would you expect it to be?
Damien, of course. It's
we have to get off this. I'm just reading what people are writing.
That's my job.
Ted Van Son. Jason is on. Thank you, Ted. You should be reading these. I shouldn't. This is your show.
I know, right? So Ted Van Son is the owner of WLFE-DB.com. He is the owner of the radio station. That's why he popped on. He's Roy's boss. He likes to throw in, like, whatever he's logged into at the time is whatever.
Did T. Roy just leave? Did he just get walking?
How dare the host just leave? I said I'm the behind the scenes guy, and he just leaves me to help to do the show.
This is the strangest show I've ever been on.
Is it? Well, welcome to Missouri.
What part? St. Louis?
Branson.
Oh, I headlined the Funny Bones in St. Louis a lot. That was a very big stomping ground for me in the 90s and in the 2000s. I love St. Louis. They all smoke and they're all drunk, and it's great when you're doing comedy. And next 19th, I will be doing a virtual comedy show, and it's going to be on my website on the appearance page. A lot of comedians out of San Francisco. And then here in Palm Springs in October, I'm doing the Coachella Comedy Festival because I won Best Comedian 2 years ago. So they asked me to come. The winner gets to come back. Did that.
Oh, well,
And then I think I have some. Oh yes, I'm doing Idlewild. I'm doing a show in Idlewild with a good friend of mine, Richard Weiss. So I've got some stuff on the appearance page, and I'll probably be doing some stuff in LA pretty soon.
And is that all on your website?
It's all on the website on the appearance page. Jason, come to New York and do a comedy show. Okay, pay me, Ted.
Right?
Yeah, Ted.
So yeah, Ted is the one that Chanel was saying that we should hook you up with. I mean, he's on a total different coast. Like you said, he's in New York. You're in LA.
Oh, he's in New York. Oh, I just thought he was randomly saying go to New York.
No. Yeah, he's in New York.
It's not
the city. He's
New York. New York. These vagabond blues.
We don't have the rights to that song,
today. Sir. I wanna be a part of it. New York, New York.
New York.
Tracy Branham says that she loves your movies, Mr. Stuart.
Oh, thank you, Tracy Branham.
Ew,
which movie did you love the best? You can see clips if you want on my website on the video page. There's tons of clips of things. I'm very proud. I'm very lucky. I feel really grateful that I've been able to work, and hopefully I'll still keep working. Oh, I think in September, October, the new season of Goliath. It's the Billy Bob Thornton show that David E. Kelley executive produced and writes. That's coming back, and I play Charles, the head of the. What am I? So long ago I did it. I'm in episode 6 of 406 of season 4. I play Charles. I'm the head of the board of a pharmaceutical company, so I play a real grown up in that one. And I got to work with J.K. Simmons, who won an Oscar, and I got to work with Haley Joel Osment, who was nominated for The Sixth Sense, and Bruce Dern from Coming Home, and Nebraska Oscar nominee. I was the only one that didn't have an Oscar nomination, so I, of course, brought up my Glitter nomination for Best Supporting Actor for Coffee Date. And no one was interested at all.
Well, they don't even know, okay? So they think they've got all these Oscar nominations and all these Oscars, whatever. Glitter is where it's at. I mean, look. So, just saying.
This is your usual look in daytime and night, or just
all the time?
Well, I love it. It's a lot of work. That's all. I'm worried about your time.
Oh, it's okay.
He has nothing but time.
But if I were you, I would just get it painted on Sunday.
I live with him, and he lies all the time.
It takes him time. So half the time, like, I'm the first person that people see on the show because Mr. T. Roy's still getting ready.
Oh, well, he was on time for me. Almost.
He was. Yeah, you almost, I mean, you didn't have to see me first. You got to meet me later, actually. But yeah, most people talk to him, and then at 8:30, they're like, I'm Kevin. So I'm the guy that's behind the scenes, and I do everything.
You say hi, and I'm Kevin. I knew you were high. I knew it.
Is it that? I try to keep my eyes open. Is that better? No.
Oh, sure. The movie Flamingo Dreams that I was in, I was actually cut out of that movie. I've been cut out of 3 or 4 movies. 2 movies, I wasn't just cut out. The entire section of the movie that I was in was cut out. 2 movies. One was called The Goodbye People, and the other was called In. Those 2 movies I was cut out. But thank you. Gia. I was in Gia with Angelina Jolie. It was written and directed by Michael Christopher, who won the Pulitzer Prize for The Shadow Box, which is one of my favorite all-time plays, which is a really heavy drama about cancer. But it really, if you read it now, it was like a precursor to AIDS. And it seems like it's about that. So that was really exciting. I played one of her agents, Angelina Jolie's Gia's agents at the commercial agency that she worked in, print agency. But what's really interesting is Michael Christopher saw me off Broadway doing a big variety show with Sandra Bernhardt at the Town Hall Theater in New York. And when I came in, he already knew me, and he decided that he wanted to use me. And I thought that was sort of great. And he made me feel like I was the only person in the room. And it was just great working him. And Angelina, or Angie, you know, I remember she was on
you
the
got
set.
to call her Angie.
Well, that's what everyone calls. She doesn't call herself Angelina. And she was sitting in the corner and she said, God, this thing is just tearing me apart. This movie's so hard. I don't even know if I should have done it, if I'm any good in it. And if people know that this is the movie that changed her entire career. She was nominated for the Emmy and the Golden Globe and everything. And what's really this is something that doesn't happen a lot. I was at the cast and crew screening, which was in the Writers Guild in Beverly Hills in California. And we went to it and I brought a friend with me. And, you know, I just had a small part in the film and I didn't expect anything. And I said hello to the other agents that were lead agents and the people that I knew. And Angelina, or Angie, walked across the room to say hello to me and give me a hug and say thanks. And I thought, wow, that's only happened to me once before with someone, you know. With the other person.
All of these names, how do you keep from getting starstruck? I mean, I know you're a star yourself.
A lot of people, you know, Angie wasn't anybody when I worked. She had done some things, but I grew up in Los Angeles and I've lived there my whole life. I've always struck, but I do have a certain respect for people that have accomplished things. I got to work with Faye Dunaway in a movie called Ghosts Never Sleep. And she was quite, you know, people say she's difficult and stuff, but she was so much about the work. And I learned so much from working with her, and I was very prepared. And when I met her, she was a little, you know, off-puttish, and she was in her character. She had her cane, and she played this older woman whose son had written a story about how her husband had died by accident, and that he'd written a screenplay about it. And I played a talk show host like Geraldo, who actually ambushes her, and she has to cry in the scene. And it was really great. It was one of the best acting experiences I've ever had, to get to work with somebody like that, you know, that has so much, what I call so many hours, you know, so many hours of being in front of the camera.
That's nice. Like I was gonna ask you that, like, how was it working with her? But somebody said something, but they said about the same as what you just said.
She doesn't do that to just anyone either. Faye Dunaway or Gia. Well, maybe, I don't know. Maybe she does. Rosie O'Donnell, who I knew Rosie when she wasn't famous. I knew her in comedy clubs. So I don't, when we used to go to the movies together, not even on purpose, we would just always go to the first, 12 o'clock movie on Friday all the time. And we wind up going to the movies. We actually saw Truth or Dare together and some other movies. And so when I have a couple. Rosie was doing Love, Lost, and What I Wore off Broadway in New York, and I was in New York, and I went to go see her in it. And I remember I'm in the lobby, and she actually walked across the room, and everybody was there: Lee Grant, Barbara Walters, Marlo Thomas, and she just made a beeline for me. She gave me a big bear hug and said thanks for coming. And she, once I went to go see her also on Broadway with Harvey Fierstein and Fiddler on the Roof. She played Golda, he played Chevier. And can you imagine them both singing, "Do you love me? Do you love me?" You know?
Oh my gosh, I can just imagine.
And I went to the backstage, and I was with my agent, my stand-up agent, who at the time, who was a big lesbian and a big fan. And she had gotten me, she had been trying to get me the job of doing the Rosie O'Donnell cruises with her then wife, Kelly. And we were standing outside, and I said to the guy, I said, "Hey, I'm a friend of Rosie's, and she doesn't know I'm here, but could you tell her that I'm out here? It's Jason Stuart." He says, "Oh yeah, I'll tell her." Right? Just wait out here. And then she finally comes out and she goes, "Jason, what are you doing out there? Why don't you come in? I'll show you. I would have showed you around." And the guy goes,
Oh my God, it would be so great to know Rosie. I've loved her forever, even before she was a lesbian. Even though I always knew she was a lesbian. I mean, come on, let's think about it. Even in Exit to Eden, I mean, come on.
That's the movie where she looked the best. She always says.
She did. When she put that fucking leather teddy on, we have parental advisories for a reason.
Yes. I performed with her on our family cruises. Yes. Yeah, that was what it's called, Our Family Cruises. So it's Our Family and Rosie.
Oh yes, they've been talking a bunch. So, but yes, I would love to meet Rosie O'Donnell. She was okay. So she is my go to I Look Like an Old Lesbian. Just a backstory. I used to weigh almost 300 pounds, lost a lot of weight, 95 pounds or 90 pounds. Anyways.
God, that's a small assistant.
I know, right? During this time, I also went from short hair to what I have now, but I had longish hair, like it was down to here. We met Shangela from RuPaul's Drag Race because she was in Branson.
I gave DJ his first job as a stand-up in a benefit at the LGBT center that I was doing. I gave him one of his first jobs.
Oh, really?
Nice.
Awesome.
Yeah. And now he doesn't return any of my calls, but it's okay.
That's how it works, right? So yeah, I met we met Bob the Drag Queen, Eureka, and then Shangela, and I looked like an old lesbian. And when I took this picture, because we were like, hey, my hair, I dye it, so it's naturally like grayish, and I wanted to grow it out to see what it looked like grayish.
This is way too much information, Kevin. I would just keep it to myself. You look so great. You don't have to tell anybody.
It's on social media for everyone to see. So I mean, it is what it is.
Well,
anyway,
social media goes like this. It's gone in 2 seconds.
Yeah, I grew my hair out longer, dyed it, grew a beard, and I don't look like an old lesbian. But at the time, I looked like Rosie O'Donnell.
Thank God. Like. Well, Rosie has become this incredible actress, and she's doing some incredible work. And I'm really excited to see where her career goes now. She did a great miniseries with Mark Ruffalo and played the social worker. She was extraordinary in that. And she also, on Smilf, she played the mother Tutu. She was so great.
Oh my gosh. Yes, I loved Smilf. She was great in that one.
Yeah. And now she's going to be on American Gigolo, I think, the series version of it.
Oh, really?
I don't know what she plays, but I'm excited to see the next thing.
So it is time to go to commercial. So we better hit a commercial.
Okay.
If you need a restroom or get you something to drink or whatever, just go ahead and do it. And we will be right back after these messages.
You got it?
Not these messages, but these.
So we'll just talk until he gets it down. This is usually my job, but he took I don't have the keyboard away either.
Push the button.
New commercial.
Is it playing?
It will.
WLFE Digital Broadcast Network is on TV. You can watch all of our shows on WLFE-DB.com. Check out our channels. Paranormal View for all of your paranormal type shows. LGBTQ Friends for all of our LGBTQ shows. Variety Unlimited for all other shows. It runs 24/7 right on WLFE-DB.com. You'll even catch the lives, all in one place. Never miss an episode, past or future. WLFE-DB.com, where our shows are your shows. Search for your favorite shows like Where's My Sage, Inside the Drag Closet, Across the Pond, Everythin Yet Nothin, Paratalk Radio, Step into the Paranormal, The Creepy Parlor, Just Cindy, and more. Now you won't miss an episode. Remember, follow Facebook Live and YouTube Live. Make sure you subscribe and follow your favorite WLFE-DB radio shows. You can find our shows where you listen to your favorite podcasts, like Spotify, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, and more. WLFE-DB Radio is looking for podcasts to join our family. You don't have to fit any strict genre. We're a plethora of shows. If you're looking to jump on a growing network, then contact us at WLFEDBradio@gmail.com.
Wow, Amazon Music just got a whole lot better. Your favorite shows from WLFE-DB Radio can now be found there. Yes, we are on Amazon Music, found under podcasts. Download the app, find podcasts, and search all of your favorite shows. Shows like Where's My Sage? Across the Pond, Everything Yet Nothin, Skeptical Help Bar, The Creepy Parlor, Just Cindy, and much more. Now you don't have to miss an episode ever. Amazon Music is WLFE-DB radified.
More from WLFE DB Radio Network after this.
Hey guys and dolls, this is Casey DeVille, the better half of DeVille Inc., Baltimore, Maryland. If you're ever in Baltimore, stop in and see me and Tony. Invisible Bree, 5920 Eastern Avenue, Baltimore, Maryland, 21224. Give us a call if you're in the area at 410-400-9641, or look us up on the web at DeVilleInc.com. DeVille Inc., where we specialize in you.
Oh, yeah. Life just got sweeter now that WLFE DB has merchandise. Show your support by purchasing your t-shirts for WLFE, Paratalk Radio, Inside the Drag Closet, and more. But it doesn't stop there. T-shirts, coffee mugs, tanks, buttons, cloth bags, and more. Go to WLFE-DB.com. On the top bar, click on the merchandise tab and bam, there you go. You got merch. Support the shows. WLFE-DB.com.
You're listening to WLFE DB Radio. Now, back to our program.
Hello, 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 and welcome back to the show. We have Mr. Jason Stuart here. He's a great actor, comedian, director, and writer.
I've only directed just a little. I directed a web series called Mentor, which is on Amazon, and a short film that's on Deku, called Like Father. You can check those out. Someone said, will you ever come to Branson to do a comedy show? Get me the contact, send it to me, and I'll have my agent give him a call. I'd love to go. So that's the way a lot of people do it.
Yeah, we're actually trying to get some sort of comedy shows coming into Branson because let's be honest, Branson's dying. It used to be a great thing. You know, we had good names, we had big names, and it fizzled out. Now we're becoming more of an attraction as opposed to a music industry.
Yeah, music or anything else industry. I mean,
so yeah, we need to have a good comedy show come in. We need some things like that. So we are working with some people with trying to get things like that. So hey, you might love to come.
Awesome. So, well, we'll definitely put your name down. And
thank you, Tracy, for saying I look fabulous. I don't ever know what to do with my hair. Sorry, I just saw Kevin. You look fabulous, so I gotta say thanks. On my Facebook picture, I have big fluffy hair, but I don't have time to work on that because it took me 6 hours at least to make that hair because it was my after I woke up hair. Like it was literally my bed head, but it looked so cute. It was volume.
It was totally awesome.
And I was like,
I
posted it. I was like, sometimes you don't know if you want to fix your hair. Sorry, I don't mean to.
I'm sorry, my hair?
I love your hair.
Wow. Well, this has been great. It's getting on an hour here. So let's see if anybody has any more questions before we hook this up. Does anybody have any more questions they'd like to ask? Are these all the people from Facebook or just on the comments here? Or how does this work?
These are some of the people that are just watching live. Of course, it'll just keep going like every other episode does. And then people can comment on it whenever. But these are the comments that are live that people are watching right now. And once we upload it, then that's when we hit the Spotify. And we're also live on YouTube.
Yeah. Well, if anybody wants to contact me, please do. But all you have to do is go to jasonstuart.com, STUART, and you can go to my Facebook page, my Facebook fan page, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn. I answer it all.
Awesome. Like not everybody does that, so you're pretty good.
Well, they do, but they just lie and they pay someone and they pretend.
Right.
What's the next step with Smothered? Well, we're working on season 2. We're almost done writing it. We're doing some retweaks with the director, and then we're going to start rehearsing it, and then we're going to start casting it, and then we're going to start location scouting and putting it together and getting a new DP and all that kind of stuff.
So Tracy says, I'm going to be bold And I'm going to ask what, I can't say it.
What happened to my hair? What do you mean bold? I lost it. I just started losing it. And then I tried to wear some pieces and some things because I lost it in my 30s. And then, after a while, I just said, fuck it. Right.
All right.
Are you allowed to say that here?
Oh,
Yeah.
yes. Like I said, we have a
Shit,
parental
damn hell.
advisory for a reason.
MFer.
So,
Damien said, you're great. I will be in touch. Wow.
yeah.
Yeah.
He's awesome.
He will.
So he will be in touch. And you guys can collaborate and do a lot of good things together. So I do hope that, maybe you get some contacts and maybe we get some exposure for you and whatnot.
I appreciate that a lot.
And we appreciate you coming on. I mean,
oh my God, yeah. You've been so great. Like, oh my God, I can't wait for the rest of Smothered and whatever else is coming up for you. I can't wait.
So there's tons and tons of clips to watch on my website for everybody. And, I'm always interested in what you have to say and what you think. And there's movies. If you go to the news page, I've got 2 films that are playing now. I've got 3 or 4 films that just came out. Birth of a Nation was on HBO and now it moved to Amazon. And Abducted is on Showtime exclusively. And then Immortal, which is a really good film I'm in, a thriller. I'm in segment 4 of that's, I think, on Everything. So there's a number of films that I'm in that you guys can watch.
Awesome. Tracy says, haha, I saw a picture of you with hair. Handsome either way.
Yeah, that was around 12 years ago and on my TV show. Yeah, that was around 12, 13 years ago.
So
awesome.
But yes, thank you very much for joining us. And how do we get your book if we wanted to get your book?
You go to jasonstewart.com, click on the contact page of my company, Modern Artists, and you send an email to modern871@gmail. Send me an email that you'd like to get a copy of the book. Send me your address and a Venmo or a PayPal, and I'll send you my Venmo or PayPal, and it's $20, and I'll sign it and send it to you. $20 flat.
And your stand-up act?
You can watch me by going to the appearance page live, or you can see me on a virtual show on the 19th, or in Palm Springs, actual live at the Coachella Comedy Festival. Or you can watch clips all over the internet, or you could just buy one of my CDs. There's 2 of them. There's Gay Comedy Without a Dress, and I'm the Daddy, and I Have Candy. They're both all available on Spotify and all the things they have, Amazon and whatever else, iTunes. They're available. You can buy them by track too.
And that's www.jasonstewart.com.
Yes, STUART. And join all my social media, and I have to go in there and look at everything.
Awesome. Like, so awesome. So, would you be interested in coming back on to the show to give us a recap and see where you are in a few months?
Never again. This is the last time I'll ever do it.
I knew it. Not enough makeup, right?
Of course. I feel completely naked next to you with his hair and your makeup. I'm like nothing.
But you got the eyes. You don't need anything because you got the eyes.
Please. I need an eye lift.
Honey, I dream about you all the time. Just don't tell him.
You just did.
Well, thank you.
But thank you very much for joining us, guys. Everybody go to jasonstewart.com. And yeah, I mean, maybe one day we can get you and Mitch on here when you when you release season 2 of Smothered.
Oh, I'll never do a show with him together. Never.
Oh, I know, right? I don't blame you one bit.
We don't even shoot it together. They use the screen and there's a line between it.
Oh, right, yeah. I bet it was really hard to do that kissing scene then, huh?
Oh, yeah.
It was a stunt actor. It wasn't me.
Okay. I loved it. I loved how you guys were like,
I totally love it.
Yeah. So yes, guys, check out Smothered. It's on Amazon and
Reverie, YouTube, everything. Just go to smotheredtv.com and you can watch it there.
Yes, it is great. And there still talks about you guys getting 30-minute episodes.
Well, we're working on that. So we'll see what happens. It's Hollywood. You never know. They've got the carrot. They're dangling it. We've had a
Right.
number of people interested. We'll see if they come through.
Oh God, I hope so because your
Right.
characters,
Oh,
those
love it.
you guys are just awesome. I love those two characters.
So do you have any
So we need to
interest in
elaborate.
another book?
If I got a book deal for another book, I could probably write one. Yeah.
Cool. Alrighty. Well, thank you so much. Much love. And we appreciate everything that you've done for us by showing up as our guest. You've been awesome. Just
Thank you so
absolutely-
much. And next time I'll get more makeup and hair.
It's on.
Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.
You too, babe.
Thank you. Have a good one.
Well, oh my God. Like, he was phenomenal. And guess what? He lives in LA. He's awesome at everything that he does. And we had his partner, co-host on the 3-4 weeks ago.
Sorry.
Co-star. Yeah. Co-star. Sorry. Co-star on not very long ago. And let me tell you, this show that they're in is just absolutely freaking hilarious.
And like Damien says, smotheredtv.com. Thank you, bro. You always got us.
Yes. Love you, Damien. And I love Tracy. And I love everybody that showed up tonight. Thank you so much. I really appreciate everything that you do by showing up as our audience because you are what makes this show go.
And Chad gave us the weather report earlier. We missed it.
Yes, we do have a
heavy
a
rain
weatherman.
and thunderstorms reported in Missouri. Stay tuned for more. So thanks, Chad, for the weather update. He got it live because he went and rolled up the windows.
Rolled up the windows, watched the lightning come in, all that good stuff. Now it's probably over, but anyways, again, September 24th, if you want to see me perform Purple Rain on stage with a band, mind you, a band. This is the first time in my life
The Nashville
that
Roadhouse
I've
Live Band,
ever
to be exact.
been with a band. And I am nervous as shit, but I am so freaking excited because it's going to be awesome. Like, absolutely awesome. A big theater. It's going to be in Branson at the Branson Star Theater behind IHOP and Olive Garden on 76 Highway. So please come and check us out. And also come and check us out Friday and Saturday at the Branson Star Theater at around 10 o'clock. To do karaoke. And if you want to see the show, which is really, really good too, and see all that starts at 8 o'clock. There are prices for seats and all that. If you know me, give me a call. And it's really awesome. Like, it's a rock country music venue, and you got to come and watch it because it's so much fun. And more than likely, I will be there. And then you can hang out with me. You know, be all like, oh my God, I know your show. And I'm like, I'm there. I will be in your crowd. You won't even know me that I'm there. Like, literally. I mean, look at this. I do not show up whatsoever in a crowd. Anyways.
Thank you, Damien and Tracy.
Thank you, Damien. I love you, brother.
Thank you, everybody, for joining in. Chanel,
yes, thank you, Chanel. And we're going to have Chanel on here soon. And we're probably more than likely going to have
Ernest,
Mr. Damien and Takatina on here soon. Again. And
Teddy, we'll see you later.
Bye, Sandy. Bye, Teddy. Love you. Love you all. Peace and much love. If nobody has seen this video and you want them to watch this video, go to WLFE-DB.com or radio. And it is, our recording is there all the time. And you can also check it out on Everything Yet Nothing Without the G's on Facebook. And that is the Facebook page. So look us up and you can check it out. Like, anytime you want to. You can share it with everybody that you want to.
Damien, we can do that. We'll set something up. We'll give her a call. I mean, she is a personal friend. So he wants to do a live show with Tacky.
Oh,
Tina,
yeah,
but
totally.
She's in the same room.
Totally.
So we can bring her into the studio.
Tacky Tina cannot wait to do you. I mean, the show with you.
Anyway, thank you for joining, everybody.
Oh, thank you so much. Tune in next Thursday we are going to have
a very special guest.
Awesome guest. And that guest is going to be an awesome guest. So totally tune in. You know how we are. We don't like to give off too much. We will give it off whenever it comes time, and we will share our ad and all that good stuff to let you know exactly what is coming next. So please tune in, be a rainbow, and help somebody else be a rainbow too. Let's take care of each other. Peace, much love, and watch out for our children. If you have any problems, please reach out, get some help. There is a help out there, no matter where you are. We do have a safe space on WLFE-DB.com.
It's on Safe Space. You just go to there and you
Safe
click
Space.
on Safe Space, and they
Yeah.
got people to help you
They're
out.
there.
Got
They're there to
information.
listen. They're not doctors or anything, but we are here to listen because we are part of this. So just reach out. Okay. Don't give up just yet. I know shit is hard. Believe me, I've lived it.
You don't know what someone's like, what's the most happening. Oh, you already said be a rainbow in somebody's life, didn't you?
Yeah.
Peace and love.
I'm not a repeater.
Thank you, everybody, for
Much
joining
love.
us.
Have a good night.
Thank you for joining T. Roy and a special guest here on Everythin Yet Nothin. Tune in next Thursday at 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Central for another episode you won't want to miss. Until next time, be a rainbow in someone's life. Like and follow us on Facebook at WL